let's talk about episode 5 of season 8, Game of Thrones.
What is it called? Do you know? I don't know the title of it.
I don't either. I don't even care, to be honest.
I didn't just cry, but I wept.
Really?
I wept.
I didn't at all. I was very angry.
I wept because I was angry.
Yeah.
When I get really angry, I cry.
Yeah, same.
Do you do the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
I was emotionally distraught.
Yeah.
I felt feelings of betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know. I'm Jessica.
I'm Christeena.
And you're watching
Game of Thrones. What an intro. Okay, did you get a chance to rewatch it? Did you rewatch it?
No.
You didn't. You didn't even want to?
I don't know if I could.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could.
Yeah.
I was just so mad.
I'm so angry what they did with Dany. I'm so angry.
I could see the writing on the wall. Like, we knew that Mad Dany was coming.
Yeah, for sure.
But they did it just so quickly.
Yeah, they did it so harshly and so abrupt.
And they did her character a disservice.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
In a way that just didn't work.
Yeah.
For me.
Okay, and like, I can understand as far as she has lost everything and everyone. She has no one, and I mean, I get it. Mm-hmm. I can see these main bullet points driving her mad.
Right.
But to not show the full descent, to just jump into that is like so dirty.
Yeah.
So dirty. I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
Like, I hated, this was probably my least favorite episode ever. And by
we
least
said that
favorite,
last episode.
I mean, like, I don't like this episode at all. And I didn't like the last one either, but I would watch the last one again before I would watch this one. Ever.
Yeah. My husband kept going throughout this season. Mad Dany's coming. Mad Dany's coming. She's gonna go crazy like her dad. And I was like, I know that it looks that way, but they're not gonna do that. And then it wasn't until the moment she started burning people in the streets.
Yeah. I didn't think she was going to do it.
I thought she was going to go up to King's Landing. And there was going to be this whole drama there.
Go to the Red Keep and have this confrontation, and
that's what I wanted.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, I didn't think that she was actually going to do it until she did it. Even when Drogon, like, took off flying, I was like, yeah, go up, land in that window. And then she burned everything.
And I started weeping. I stood up in anger, and then throughout the whole episode, I could not stop crying.
Yeah.
It was like after the episode had already ended that I stopped crying. Like, that's how emotionally distraught that I was. I didn't know that I cared about Dany so much and about who she was and what she stood for. And I mean, she chained up her own dragons, remember? In the ring.
Because they killed one child.
Yeah. One
of them killed one child, and she chained them up. And because she cared about the people so much and felt so terrible. And now it's like, burn them all.
And she did what her dad never could. At the end of his life.
Yeah, that's the thing too. I did read some articles about it, and someone pointed out that she had a vision back in season 2 when she visited the
House of the Undying?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, she had a vision of the throne room, and it looked like snow was falling, and it was. I watched the video clip of it from that season, and they're like, "Oh, it was foreshadowing, and it was ash, and it was her, and it shows her." Approach the throne and go to touch it, but she never actually touches it, and they're like, therefore she'll never sit on it, she'll never have it. Obviously she won't. And then also in season 6, Bran had a vision, and it was like a big garbled mess of the dragon flying over the city and like wildfire and just Aegon, her dad, was that his name, Aegon?
Yeah.
Saying burn them all, you know, interlaced with video footage of Dany and her dragons, and so it's like a big thing there.
Here's another thing. Here's a thing I didn't think about until today, and that is Bran. Bran knew that she was gonna go to King's Landing and kill a million people.
You're right. You're right. Bran.
Maybe he knew if he said something, he would just bring it down on them worse. That's my that's the only way I can reconcile that.
I'm so sad because she was such a strong female character, as, I'm going to say it, as is Cersei, kind of. But Cersei is definitely mad as well. But it's like...
She's crazy in her own way.
Yeah.
But she's not out of her mind. Everything that she does is calculated.
Yeah, and it was always for her children and
all
for
the
herself.
Crazy, awful, murderous things that she has done she's been in her right mind.
I'm just upset that, like, don't get me wrong, we have Arya and we have Sansa, and they're great female characters. We have Brienne, but I feel like they've all been reduced to something else. Like, Brienne was reduced to begging Jaime not to leave, and then Dany was reduced to this mad queen because she's lost everything and everyone, but let's not really go into that. She's just crazy. And then Arya, the Hound convinced her to turn away, which I'm glad that he did. I'm glad that he did. Yeah, for sure. But I don't have really complaints about Arya, but it's just like all these strong female characters are just kind of like being used to further other white males' storylines. And it's like, come on.
Oh.
It's a little upsetting. I'm just saying. I want... now my only hope rests on Sansa.
Sansa. You know, and
I mean, and Arya, but Arya was,
I feel like Arya now, or someone, I think it's going to be Arya, kills Dany.
Yeah, well, I didn't read the article, but I'm pretty sure somebody was pointing out that, like, oh, we looked at Dany's eyes and they're green. What? On the TV show, but they're not supposed to be green. I just hated it so much.
I'm done, like, predicting who's gonna kill who. I just knew that Jaime was gonna kill Cersei. I mean, I knew that he was
too.
I thought they were faking us out again. Like, oh, he's gonna go back to be with her, and then, no, he's gonna get there and he's gonna see.
Yeah.
Why she needs to be taken down.
Again, another character arc that was totally pointless.
Yes.
Yeah.
But this time I do. In the same way that Bronn had his own character arc, and then at the end did something completely different.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw Jaime see Cersei and all of that chaos, I knew that it wasn't going to be the case. Yeah. That he wasn't going to kill her.
Yeah. Also, I don't give a crap about Jaime versus Euron. Stop it. That was a battle that I didn't even want to see. I didn't even care about. Yeah. I want to see Clegane Bowl.
Which we did.
I was kind of disappointed with it, but, like, whatever.
I thought it was poetic.
Yeah, I think it's fitting. I can't picture
Shakespearean in that they, die together.
Yeah.
I didn't want that for him.
No.
But
I couldn't picture any other kind of... I couldn't picture an ending at all, but...
It got very hard to watch there in the middle.
Yeah, it did.
With the eye squishing.
Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, and another thing, this episode felt like very gory. It was very bloody.
The killing started and then it didn't stop.
Yeah.
It was so much death.
It was the second Grey Worm threw a spear after the King's army laid down their swords.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
From then on, boom, it was all out.
And I knew when I saw that woman with the cut off hair and her daughter that I was like, okay, so now they're gonna make us feel sympathy for this crowd.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna kill them.
Yeah.
But again, it wasn't until she started burning people in the streets that I was like, this is happening. This is really happening.
Yeah. I felt the same way. Okay, so since we've kind of purged that out, let's talk about Varys. She killed Varys.
One shot I really
enjoyed.
I'm
not surprised.
No.
But
it felt like a warning to Jon, too.
Yeah.
Like, this is what happens.
Oh, so when Tyrion went up to Varys and said, it was me, I totally got vibes of the grandma and Cersei.
The grandma? Oh, Olenna.
Marjorie's. Yeah. When she was like, it was me.
Yeah.
I was like, ah!
I didn't think of that.
When Tyrion said that, I was having mad flashbacks. So I was like, oh, that's cool. I like that. But
it was more of a sad confession than a let Cersei know that it was me. Yeah. I really enjoyed the shot with Drogon coming out of the darkness. That was creepy.
Yeah.
Really cool.
They really kind of drew it out a little bit with him growling at first and stuff. And I really did think for a split second there that she wasn't actually going to go through with it because she said Dracarys and then he just kind of growled for a little bit and I was like, no, he's dead. I got a little excited, but also Grey Worm. Man, Grey Worm, you really pooped the bed, man.
He's got some beef with Jon there.
But when he threw that spear, I was like, oh, he's just pure hatred now, you know?
Yeah, well, this is for
Missandei.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But they didn't have anything to do with her I mean...
No.
They laid down their spears. Not spears.
Swords, but yeah.
I'm in the middle of my Storm of Swords reread.
Yeah.
And I felt last night, I was like, I can't for a while. Like, if this is how they're going to do it, I can't anymore. That's how I felt.
I mean, like, they don't have... Okay, last season they didn't have any source material to go off of either because last season and this season is ahead of the books, correct?
Yes. And last season I could really tell that I was like, oh, this show has changed now. It's different. And I still enjoyed last season.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, we're going in a different direction now.
And then this season happened.
And it is
awful. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you see, I saw a video, and I wish I had sent it to you, but I don't remember where I saw it, where someone asked Kit Harington, describe this season's ending in one word.
He said disappointing, right?
Yes!
Yeah, I saw that somewhere too. And then you sent me the video, and I showed it to my husband of Emilia Clarke when they were like, oh, you guys have filmed your endings. Are you happy with it? And she went, ha, best season ever! And I was like, uh-oh.
And I love how Missandei, I forget her name, Emmanuel is her last name, I think.
But she was like, yeah.
Best season ever, is what she said. And then her and Grey Worm look at each other, and they're like, nervous laughter.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
They showed, like, the previously on Game of Thrones, and the intro would come on, and I told my husband, I said, I don't like this at all. And he said, it's not even started yet. And, yeah, I didn't like it at all. And the whole time I kept sitting there and I said, this is so stupid. This is so effing stupid. That's what I said throughout the whole episode, eating popcorn. I was like, this is so stupid.
I was weeping.
I was eating popcorn and cursing.
My husband said he had a hard time watching the episode because I was just like...
You were so distraught. You were so distracting.
I saw another Emilia Clarke interview where she said after she read the final script, she just had to get up and take a long walk. Now knowing what I know and thinking back to that, I'm just like, I can't imagine how she feels personally if she feels wronged. I'm just looking forward to seeing what she has to say now, and if she feels like she can be honest about it.
Now that it's, like, out there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, she's gonna die. Somebody's gonna kill her the next episode. I don't even know what's gonna come the next episode because it's just, like...
I don't know. This is so far from what I ever thought was gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't gonna be a happy ending. It's not like that.
Yeah. No. I mean, I don't think you can just feed people what they want, like a fairy tale ending, and everybody go... People would be mad about that too because it'd be so unrealistic. It would be out of their characters.
Yes.
But this is like almost purely for shock value.
Yeah.
It's not like I didn't expect people to die. It's not like I expected to walk away going, everything worked out. It's so great.
Yeah.
But it's like...
I mean, when the Reigns of Castamere happened and Robb and his wife were killed so brutally, and Catelyn, I mean, it was awful to watch.
Yeah.
But it seemed...
within the story, like, what else is going to happen? Like, it just, I don't know.
That's just an example.
It was just so developed. And I feel like these plot lines that are taking on, things that are happening right now, they don't feel fully developed. Right. And that's what I have a problem with. Yeah. It's like, I could see these things happening, but maybe, like, next season.
Yeah.
But there's no next season. So it just feels like rush. Skip the details, which is what makes it believable and what really fleshes it out. And I think that's what's so great about it before was Martin's writing and his storyline and his plot and everything was so well connected and thought out and detailed that it was so good and believable.
Yes, and then, even the things that they changed. I was like, okay, yeah, I like that for the most part.
Well, I say no big deal, but I don't know the things they changed. But it's like, but these, last season, I enjoyed last season, but it's just, it's so different, and it just feels so disconnected that it's just ruined it for me.
Oh, God.
I hate to say
That's how I felt last night.
Okay, we talked about Tyrion, who... Okay.
We didn't talk about Tyrion.
No, not really. So Tyrion obviously is like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
And he was so desperate to
save all those people.
To the point, he sacrificed his own life, knowing, just tried to, like... When that moment he had with Jaime was really, really sweet. And I'm glad that we got that kind of moment, because that's the one thing that has been said over and over again, is that Jaime is the only person who was ever nice to him when he was a child. And so, I mean, that was like a really nice moment, and I was really happy to get that, because I was like, yeah, he's gonna go kill her. But
I think if he had known that she was gonna do that, there was no way that he ever would have told on Varys. But he knew that there was a possibility, and he was afraid that that was going to happen, because he went to Jaime and did all that and let him go.
Yeah, well, I kind of feel like Varys kind of convinced him of that when he stood there and said, I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That small couple sentences he said, where he's like, I really hope I deserve this, and I hope that I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I think that kind of caught Tyrion's attention.
You're right.
Because I feel like Tyrion is like, oh man, I'm kind of turning on Dany, and I promised her I would always be honest with her, and et cetera, et cetera.
And so now I'm going to tell her this to clear my conscience?
Maybe to also kind of like persuade her to not go this route. Possibly. I don't know. You know, like, I don't know.
I don't either.
And
but I feel like he just added fuel to the fire too.
Yeah, for sure. Because obviously,
now she's like, no one here cares about me. No one here loves me.
Yeah.
And then Jon, he's like, I love you, but I can't kiss you because you're my aunt. They don't even talk through that.
No. Okay. And here's the thing: they've never actually said out loud, "You are my aunt. I am your nephew."
Here's how I feel about it.
They're just like kiss, maybe not.
And then she gets her feelings hurt.
Yeah, and then she's like, fine, let it be fear. And I'm like, You
should have kissed her. You should have just kissed her.
Is nobody, Jon, hello, knock, knock, are you in there? Like, wake up.
Yes.
Wake up. But he did once he saw all that carnage.
Yeah.
And I watched the behind the episode thing where they were talking about, they thought that was what would really pull Jon, like, grab his attention, that this isn't right or whatever, is that him seeing all that carnage.
I had a hard time watching that part. I didn't watch the end when they talked about it. I was so mad at them. I was like, how dare you?
Yeah.
I went to the bathroom.
What a letdown. One thing I am excited to see is Sansa and what happens with her and her storyline, and Bran. I still feel like
he's got something going on.
Yeah, I just feel like there's
we better see them. Can you imagine, like, them just leaving it where it is?
I would be so unhappy. And Brienne, just leaving her in the north, devastated that Jaime, why, bro? Why? I am so, even watching them talk about Jaime and, like, oh, he saw her, like, they didn't even, in the behind the scenes thing, they didn't even, like, talk about the theory that he was gonna kill Cersei. They were just like, oh, in that moment, he just loves her, and he's trying to calm the woman that he knows that he loves or whatever, when he knows that it's the end, and it's just them together, and he just wants to calm her down. And I was like,
there's no way they would talk about theories. They just talk about, here's what happened, and here's why we think it happened this way.
I just cannot believe that she was not killed by Jaime.
Yeah.
I never thought it was going to be Arya. Never. I always thought it was going to be Jaime. Mm-hmm. But it's like, what a letdown, man.
Let us know what you thought of this episode. When you play the game of Tomes,
you read or you die.
We hope you're reading a great book.
Bye.
Bye.